Oh no. We're on the side of the road.
I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
This is usually fairly frightening.
I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Now I'm working on my bumper. This is the first time I've ever had the Euro bumper or JDM. So it has a fog lights on it, and this bumper is worth some coin. Like this is some rare shit. Anyways, I have everything that is supposed to be on it. I have the legit signals. I have the legit fog lights, all original. And the difference between this and my other cars is this is normally one light here, and then there's another one here. But this one has them both combined, and that is unique about it. Because inside, there's actually 2 holes for a bulb. And on the other ones, it's just one. So this stuff is like extremely rare. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out how to get them to work, and the wiring harness is hacked. So I'm making my own harness for it, obviously, because that's what I do. So yeah, I'm gonna get a good start on this. Okay, I'm gonna give her a try. I got the left side in. And let's see. Wow, that looks freaking nice. So this is the only like mx3 I've ever owned with fogs. It looks incredible. And that looks incredible too. Like usually it's this part of the light is over here. I'm really liking this. I'm really digging it. That looks freaking sick. So for the other side, I have to rewire it as well. I did a nice wiring job. I need a gasket for this one, but I need a bulb for it. It's an H3 before I can put it back together. And I need one of these bad boys, 1157. So I need to get that before I can do it, but I can do the wiring now. Yeah, this wiring is an absolute disaster. So obviously I'm redoing it. Honestly, this bumper makes me so excited to drive this. This is a whole different car to me because of that, because of this bumper. This is a whole different experience. I'm pumped. So I have to do hood pins. I have to get the bumper finished, and I have to pick up my hood and my fender, and then I can start moving it. The car should move. If it had wheels on it right now, it would move. The gauges work. They're done. The wiring's clean. Like, this is the cleanest wiring I've done in time. Well, since the purple car. It's been a while since I've wired, and it feels good. It feels really good. Like, the ECU is in, 2 steps wired, has a switch on it if I want it on or off. Wideband, boost gauge, all of the dash lights work, all of the dash gauges work. This has been so much work. The fuel tank was fixed, as in fuel pumps and all that wiring. So yeah, crazy amount of stuff, and it's all coming together, and I am so pleased that I am almost done. I can't wait to drive it. It might be tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up my hood and my fender. Good morning. So, it is 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, this is kind of early for a weekend day to go in, that's for sure. But, got lots of shit to do. I'm freaking excited, so I couldn't sleep. So I'm just gonna go and do it. The sooner I get there, the sooner I get home, and the sooner I get to drive it. Honestly, sometimes it's cool to go in the morning. Like, nobody's out. It's just a ghost town. Today is the day I drive my mx3. I got some JB weld for this stupid thing they have here. I've never seen this little tube, but it's leaking up here. I tried to fill it with a drill bit and RTV, but that obviously didn't work. So I'm gonna have to grind this off and then cap it with JB Weld of some sort, because this is pressurized. I loosened the piece off, so now I've got a nice smooth spot. I'm gonna do probably the dime maneuver again. So I'm gonna get some RGB or JB Weld, get that all gooked up, and then slap a dime on there. Let's see how a dime fits. Dime fits perfectly. It's gonna happen. I just sanded her off, so now I'm gonna mix some JB and plop that puppy on. Sweet, my dime's on there, and within 5 hours, it should be dry enough to start the car. So, perfect. I'll be able to start it at like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11 o'clock for sure. Last night I hit up the parts store. I got some tape, 2 H3 bulbs, which are blue, which I'm excited to see because the blue ones are really expensive usually. And at Canadian Tire, especially, you would think they'd be expensive. So I went and looked, and there was some H3 blue bulbs that were 63 for 2. 63 bucks, no. So I went and grabbed clear ones like normal, and I looked and they were 13 bucks, and I was about to walk out, and I looked up, and there was this little section that had these H3 bulbs. And it's called Elfina or whatever, and it was $4 for those bulbs. So it was cheaper for the blue ones than the clear normal stock replacement ones. So I'm gonna try it. It might look really sick having them blue. So these are, I'm talking about like the fog lights on my car. So I think it's gonna look sick. What a wiring nightmare I've had. Wow. I've had to replace clips, so I had to steal some from my daily. But yeah, now we got it working, so I can probably start putting it back. Damn, got the bumper on, fogs are in, all the lights supposedly work. Right now the headlights won't, but they will later today. Damn, I really like this bumper. I painted up my tow hook. That's factory on this type of bumper. Damn. So whatever car this came on, which is an MX3 obviously, from a different country, but it would have also came with this tow hook. And that's factory. It has a hole in the bumper for it and everything. Shit. All right, I'm gonna turn the lights on and see how it looks. I haven't seen it yet. Dang. That looks freaking sweet. Such an odd look, but it looks so good. So many rare parts on this thing, wow. Now I'm gonna put a T and tap into my vacuum line here, and then run it around, and then put it into my wastegate right down there. Okay, I ran my vacuum line from this T underneath my distributor over and then into my wastegate, which is the bottom half of the wastegate. So what happens here is when the turbo starts making boost, it's shooting air into your intake here, and it's got positive pressure inside. So the vacuum lines will also have positive pressure. So I'm running one to my wastegate, and once there's pressure inside, the spring decides when to open the wastegate, and the wastegate is meant to move the air around the turbo so it doesn't spool the turbo. So this one is about probably 5 pounds, 7 pounds, I don't remember. It was whatever's in the purple one. I think it was running 7 pounds. So when this sees 7 pounds of boost, it's pushing down on a spring, and that spring literally, if you put 7 pounds on it, it would fully compress. So once it sees 7 pounds, it pushes on the spring, opens this valve, and then lets the valve open into the exhaust. That's how wastegates work. And then you can take all these bolts out on the wastegate and put in a heavier spring, and you can run bigger boosts. So it's all customizable. You can also put an adjustable boost controller in between your intake and your wastegate, and what it does is it closes the gap. So if you wanted more boost, you would tighten it, which would close the gap, so it would let less air to the wastegate. So it's basically tricking it into making it a bigger wastegate spring to run more boost, because it sees less air. So say you cut it down 50%, so only 50% of the air that's actually in there is coming through, and this is a 7 pound spring, it would probably make about 14 pounds of boost, because it's tricking it, because it would need twice the amount of boost on the line to go through, and then it would make twice. Now I'm gonna start piecing the car back together, put the battery tray and put the battery in, start doing a little bit of wire tucking, because it looks like ass in here. So like I've got my headlight stuff that I need to figure out where I'm gonna mount it and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna install my hood pins now. I just have to take it out of the package. I got the 2 pieces that need to go in the car. They get bolted in. And then I've got my 2 pieces for my hood. The mx3s have a hole here that's basically perfect for them. It comes up straight, and you can put your bolts in. All you gotta do is just drill this out a little bit, and then it'll fit right in. Sweet, they fit through now. I'm gonna have to cut them in length later because they're obviously way too high. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get my hood. I'm going to get my hood very soon. At 10 o'clock, I'm gonna meet Jurdeep and pick up my hood and fender from Dynamic Auto Style. All right, she's looking good. I've got a couple things left. Just dealing with some wiring. I have 1 headlight out still. I need to steal a ballast from my race car. So now I'm gonna go and see Jurdeep, which is Dynamic Auto Style. I'm gonna go see him, pick up my parts, come back, and then finish the thing. Finish the thing today. Here we are again, Zeddy. Are you excited or what? Oh yeah, you're excited.
Your destination is on the...
Yo, me and Zeddy just went to Dynamic, and I'm loving the shit he made me. I'm pumped. Gonna go bolt it up to the car and see how she looks. Can't wait. I got the twin engine mx3 hooked up to the truck. I don't know if you can see her, but she's back there. We're just going real slow, taking our time, going 80. Only got 2 straps on her and the winch, so I usually have 4, but who's got time for that? I'm just kidding, she's strapped up properly. We're good, we're good. Quick little update. Before I twin engined my mx3, I knew I was gonna need a trailer because it wasn't gonna be a roadworthy vehicle anymore. So I built my own trailer, and it's purple. I painted it and everything. One of the main reasons I started a different project other than the twin engine mx3 is because I needed to hide the car, because there was so many people trying to find me and trying to see the car. People would just show up to my shop. I do not tell people where I have my shop, unfortunately, but people were showing up just so they could see the car, and I was like, nope. Painted the windows on my shop so you couldn't look in, and moved my car, the purple one, twin engine mx3, to a different location because too many people were kind of not respecting other people's property and rules. So if you do want to see some stuff and you do know where I'm at, hit me up on Instagram or YouTube, whatever, and say, hey, I know where your shop is, could I come take a peek? That type of thing, you know? Not just knocking on my door and being like, hey, can you spend an hour like talking about your car to me? Meanwhile, I've got things to do, right? It's fine. Just, if you know, hit me hit me in my messages and maybe we can organize a time. I have no problem showing the car. I just don't want it to be like come as you freaking desire, you know? That's not fair to me. So, rock on. Honestly, this car gives me the chills every time I see it. This is my favorite car of all time. Right now, she is ripped apart. I have the back engine out because I obviously had problems at Hoonigan, melted pistons and all that because I was sending it. Do I look upset? No, I'm not upset. I'm happy as shit. That was the best day of my life. So, the next project is getting an engine and getting new and updating some other things. I'm not gonna get too specific about it, but that is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm updating something in the back to start out and then moving forward with that. But I stole the car today to bring it back to my shop, and because I'm gonna steal the wheels. I'm gonna steal the wheels, throw them on Red Ted, and send it. Might as well. Oh my god, I just mounted my fender and hood and it looks so good. So good. I thought I was gonna be disappointed because it wasn't colored matched because we didn't have an option, right? So I had to do something else and hope that I liked it. And I freaking love it. I freaking love it. It looks so nice. I can't wait to get wheels on. Without showing you anything on the car, I'm doing my tip now because I have my fender on. So I just put the V-band on, marked it. So I'm gonna go in about 1/2 inch so I have an inset. Then I can put it in the position I want, tack it up. I'm gonna weld the V-band onto the pipe and I'm gonna weld it from the inside. That's where I'm gonna tack my V-band to. Okay, I got my V-band welded onto the muffler. So now I just have to hold it up in the position I want, which is right there, and tack it into my V-band. Pulled the tip off after I tacked it a couple times. Now I'm gonna weld fully around. Should fit mint. Tig boys. And just like that, a perfect tip. Holy macaroni. That is literally perfection for me. Equal gaps all the way around. Damn, that looks so sick. Okay, I got my 2 hood pins here. I'm gonna cut them in half because they're too long for my hood. I would show you me mocking it up, but I gotta keep a secret. I'm gonna bolt them in my hole just to mock it up. And then what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of RTV on the top of it, close the hood, then I know where to make my drill hole. Okay, I got it threaded in, so I'm just gonna make a little mark with RTV. Then when I close the hood, it'll make a mark on the back. I'm gonna do it to this one too. Okay, now I'm gonna drill this out from the back and this out from the back. She's on the ground. Jesus. This thing looks like a monster. She sits really low too. Not so much in the back, but still. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Oh, she's running really rich. That's okay, I guess, for now. First time driving under its own power since 2011. Oh, the clutch feels awesome. Brakes work great. I'm just gonna take her for a little tour in the parking lot. Clutch needs bled more. That went really well. I haven't even touched the tune yet. So I'm stoked. Stoked. I can't show the fender and shit yet. Just can't do it. Now I'm gonna get ready and bring my purple one in. So I'm gonna clean this mess up and then get her in, get the wheels off, get the wheels on here. While I have the wheels off, I'm gonna check everything on this red one. Okay, I'm going to unload my purple MX3. Got my battery, got my jumpers, no straps are on, ramps are down, ready to go. So I winch down, winch up every time, just because it's safe and I'm alone every time I do this, so. This is usually fairly frightening. Cool, that went smooth. Car's still looking freaking sick. So I've got to start it up. Oh shit, I've got a battery in there. So all I need to do is hook that up. Now I just have to connect the back wiring harness and it should go. She fired right up. So here is my red MX3. I got the hood and fender wrapped in carbon. It's hard to see on the camera, but it is carbon wrap, just to verify you know that. All of them run right now. In this video there's about 1,300 horse. It's nice to be back to reality with the race car in the shop and the daily's dailying. Now I'm going to jack it up, get the wheels and lugs off, and throw them on the red one. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
This is usually fairly frightening.
I'm gonna make